Welcome, folks, to what promises to be a great Tuesday night of the NBA on 2K Sports. And tonight, it's the New Orleans Pelicans going up against the Dallas Mavericks. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And, of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. The star backcourt of Doncic and Irving are out there. MP is out there with Powell, and it's Hardaway in at the 3. And for New Orleans, underneath in the post, it's Williamson and Valanciunas. McCollum is out there with Daniels, and it's Ingram in at the 3 slot. And Clark, this matchup we have tonight, a couple of powerhouse teams from the Western Conference.
The West is always stacked with quality teams, and certainly the West runs through one of these squads we're looking at right now. These two might be right at the top come the end of the season.
Now here's McCollum. And in the game with Dallas, he did not play well. And that one's good, Williamson.
And this team encourages Zion to be assertive inside. They know how skilled and overpowering he can be.
Here's Doncic. Lets it go with the 3. Offensive rebound. MP uses the glass to finish the lane.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Now here's Williamson. And a wide open look for Valanciunas. His 3-pointers off the mark. To the inside. Here's MP. And MP throws it down.
Kyrie looking to get others involved. Nice awareness there.
And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. And so McCollum will bring it up for the Pelicans. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
Here is Daniels. Tim Hardaway making his last shot, and it's good. 2 points.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
MP kicks to Irving over Williamson, and Irving with the basket on the assist by MP.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Ingram passes to McCollum. New Orleans moving the ball around. The 9-foot shot. He gets that one. Williamson's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
New Orleans has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. There is no question, Greg, this Pelicans roster has the talent to at least be a playoff contender every year.
No doubt a contender. Their problem has been staying healthy. They have a big 3, but Ingram and Williamson didn't play in half the games during that 22-23 campaign.
You know, one of the things Ingram did is make his shooting stroke a little more compact, and that's allowed him to be much more consistent as a marksman.
Greg, what a remarkable run from the Dallas Mavericks in that 2010-11 NBA season.
And some say it's the toughest title any team has ever won. When you consider the juggernauts they took out, including the big 3 of the Miami Heat in the NBA Finals.
And he makes the first. With New Orleans, GA, you have to feel like the talent is there.
It is, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They've won 50 games in a season only once in their history. You can't have playoff success until you prove you can survive the rigors of the regular season.
And after making the playoffs a few years in a row, the Dallas Mavericks, Clark, missed the cut in 2023.
Yeah, disappointing end to their season on multiple levels. And given the history of the Mavs, I would expect them to bounce back and get headed in the right direction soon. Luka doesn't shoot a ton from the mid-range, but he's more than capable and effective when he does.
Knocked away and stolen by MP. Oh, the lob to Irving. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's McCollum. Doncic with the block.
Luka's sheer size makes him a mismatch for most guards.
Mavericks leading by 3. Here's the pass to MP. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Ingram. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. And a missed layup.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
On the wing, Irving. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over in the corner, Doncic. Wants to get it to Powell, and does. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Pelicans trail by 5. McCollum right side. Shoots over Doncic. McCollum no good. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, you know, game balls all around in that one. A terrific team effort. They trusted in their system and executed well to get the win.
Here's McCollum after Luka Doncic's bucket, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Luka Doncic.
And when you think of McCollum, the word efficient comes to mind. This guy just shoots the ball and plays the game at a high level.
It is still early in the season, Greg. We'd like to think we have teams figured out, but do we really?
Not at all, Kevin. This is the time period where fan bases freak out because of records. There's still a lot of identity to be found with every team.
Now here's Hardaway. 9-point game his last outing. Powell, the pass to Hardaway. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Here is Daniels, covered by Irving. Got a piece of it. Floats it up for MP. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
I like Doncic's willingness to share the ball. He wants to see other guys involved in producing.
Pass to Williamson. Down low, here's Valanciunas, and it's MP with the rebound. MP's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Goes up on the wing. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. Pelicans trail by 9. Daniels kicks to McCollum. Daniels with it. He's coming off a 10-point game against Dallas.
And it was not a one-man show. That was the best part. He had just as good a game with his passing as he did with his scoring.
It's never easy trying to keep him off the glass. He's an absolute beast down there.
Here's MP. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. 10 points for MP.
But, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
Now here's McCollum. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. Mavericks leading by 7. Doncic looking it over. On the wing, Hardaway. From the arc. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Pelicans. Kyrie was the big signing for the Mavs this summer. And, Greg, they altered their roster quite a bit.
Yeah, they needed to mix up their approach, right? They like the Luka and Kyrie pairing. Now they're all in with this core for the next few years.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Nancy's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Trey Murphy comes in for Zion Williamson. Jones checked in for Daniel. And it's Jose Alvarado in for C.J. McCollum. Here's Green. Brandon Ingram picking up that last bucket. Floats it up for MP. It's stolen by Jones. They break it out 5-on-3. Now Alvarado atop the key. Nance against Williams. It's rebounded by Dallas. Their last encounter was in New Orleans, where they were able to handle the Pelicans.
Well, they coasted to the win in that one. Were dominant in the rebound department, and that was a huge factor.
And, you know, one of the things about winning the physical battle like they did in that game gives you a lot of confidence going into the next meeting. You know you can push this team around in the paint and win the physical battle.
Mavericks leading by 8. Out to the wing. Outside Curry. And here's Hardy. 11 points for him in that last game against New Orleans. 4 on the shot clock. Here's MP. Nance with the rebound.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Green with the rebound. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They're leading by 8. And now here comes Jones leading the break.
And a terrific job on both ends of that sequence. Very slick steal and great transition offense.
Green, the pass to Curry. Some nice passing here by Dallas. MP, no good.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And, you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Now, here's Green. An 11-point game for him in the win against New Orleans. Good work there as it goes. 14 points for MP.
And you couldn't ask for anything more in terms of efficiency here. 7 of 9 to start.
Here's Alvarado. 8-point game. Ingram with it. Williams picks him up. Here's Nance. The Mavericks pull it in. Curry deciding where to go with it. That one goes in. And the Mavericks lead by 10.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far. And if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Hardy passes to Curry. MP up top. To the paint. That's tipped. Ingram with the steal. Driving inside. 1:02 left here in the opening quarter. And again, no good by New Orleans.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Now here's Ingram. He's got 8. No good from 11 feet. MP passes to Hardy. And it's Hardy with the jam.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes the team.
And so here is New Orleans. The Mavericks making the shot. Here's Ingram. And they get it. And Nance with the layup.
And what I like about Nance Jr. is how he positions himself, knows his strengths on offense, and plays to them.
MP, no good. Here's Alvarado. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And quite a position here for the Mavericks to be in. What do you think, guys?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
Williamson out there with Jones. Then it's Cody Zeller. Then there's McCollum. And it's Daniels in at the two-guard spot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. And, Greg, we still see players embellishing contact. Is enough being done to discourage those creative flourishes?
We're talking about flocking, right? I mean, we're seeing the league experiment assessing a technical free throw. It's necessary, or guys will keep jerking their heads and falling down, and who wants to see that?
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, guys. Zion Williamson is a force to be reckoned with, but Coach Willie Green said he's just scratching the surface. He's going to continue to get better. Over and over again, he's making the right play. Kevin?
All right, D.A., thanks. It's stolen by Jones. And Jones with the stuff.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And the dunk by MP.
Capable of running the offense. Doncic, fantastic at getting his teammates involved.
And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul. Maxey. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for Dallas.
And, guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
Mavericks leading by 12. Dallas moving the ball around. Back to Curry. Pass to Williams. Kicks it out to MP. Now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Zion Williamson.
And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another one.
It's his first trip to the line. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
Pelicans trail by 12. Ingram outside. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
You know, Ingram is quiet about the work he puts in after practice and before games. This is a guy who just never stops trying to improve, though, and that's shown up in how he's grown as a player.
That one is no good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Shot clock at 6. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Williamson looking it over. Inside, and the dunk by Williamson.
Goodness, I mean, we feel those Zion dunks shake the floor.
And so Green will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. And there's the bucket from MP. MP's got 6 in the quarter.
With the ball on the string, just getting anywhere he wants to go.
Deflects the pass. Curry brings the double. By Green. Not going to go that time. Dallas leading by 11. And Curry the bucket on the assist by MP.
Number 13.
MP's got assist number 5 here tonight. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Personal foul.
Not a guy you can stop by fouling. Williamson too focused and too powerful.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Dallas has gone an even 50% from three-point range in the second quarter, 4 for 8. Williams finds MP. It's deflected, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williamson.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Pass to Williams. Outside Curry. 5 to shoot. Top of the key. And it's Dallas with another.
Seth Curry very determined there, and I like it. Excels at recognizing when to take these types of shots.
Yep, it goes. And the Dallas lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Alvarado.
Yes, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
And, you know, that's a really good sign. I mean, they stumbled out of the gate, but they're starting to look a little better now and regaining some ground.
Williams gets the bucket.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. We come back right after this. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
On the floor right now for the Mavericks, the star backcourt of Doncic and Irving are out there. Dwight Powell is out there with MP. And it's Hardaway in at the 3. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
But beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Doncic passes to MP. Back to Doncic. Over McCollum. And it's Doncic missing. Pelicans trail by 14. Ingram kicks to McCollum. And there's the pass to Daniels. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. And it's Williamson missing.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
You know, he's got to take care of the ball much better than he has been. By himself, he's accounted for 4 turnovers. That's way too many.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Pass to Daniels. Williamson with it. Covered by MP. Over MP. And it's Williamson missing.
Now, there's an example of good defense beating good offense.
Here's Irving. Bucket is good. Irving's got 9.
Hey, the skills of Kyrie are obvious, but what isn't so obvious is his underestimated strength.
Ingram against Hardaway. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead has got back down to 14 after they get the hoop from Ingram.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
A fadeaway, and another basket for Dallas.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
The Pelicans have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Williamson with it. Hardaway picks him up. And it's Williamson missing.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
Here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Luka with so many physical gifts, taking flight right there.
And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for New Orleans. It's an 18-point game. Puts it up from 12. That one, no good. Good D by Hardaway.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
They get the rebound. Powell. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Powell's got his first points in this one. McCollum against Doncic. Passes it to Daniels. Kicks it out to McCollum. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Daniels has got his 5th assist in this one.
And there's the steadiness to McCollum's game. He's going to contribute from deep almost every game. It's becoming a given.
Now Hardaway, 8 points for him. Lays it up and banks it in. Hardaway has got 10 points.
Boy, Hardaway Jr. is a competitor now, showing you some real toughness. He's not going to give you an inch. He's going to fight you to the finish.
Oh, the lob to Irving. That shot is off. What? Daniels passes to McCollum. And it's MP with the rebound. MP's got 7 rebounds in the game. Powell, that's good. Powell's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, Powell showing you right there that he can play through contact. Very physical and good concentration, too, to get that up and down.
McCollum passes to Williamson. Back to McCollum. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And that's 13 points for C.J. McCollum.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
In the corner, Powell with it. Ingram against Hardaway. Back to MP. 6 to shoot. Dallas needs to get off a shot, and Hardaway gets it to go.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Ingram against Hardaway. And that one's good. Ingram, 18 points for him.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry the team and try and get out of this hole.
Well, you simply can't guard that. Irving's just too nimble. Easily gets himself free of the defender.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
So for the Pelicans, Larry Nance has checked in for Williamson, and Jones subbed in for Daniels.
In terms of finishing ability, it's hard to think of someone who tops Kyrie Irving.
Greg, the list is short, particularly when you talk about guys of his size, okay? His bag of tricks is limitless when you talk about finishing in close quarters against bigger guys. There are few that are in his class in that regard.
And Clark, here we are watching Kyrie Irving when he's on. It is amazing to watch.
Remarkably smooth as an athlete, Kevin, and otherworldly when you look at his skills as a basketball player, particularly ball handling and shot making. Talking pure basketball, he's one of the most entertaining players of the last 30 years for sure.
Greg is a guy that led the offense, a floor general. Do you think we're in the golden era of point guard?
Kevin, it's hard to say. I mean, the 80s had Magic and Isaiah. The 90s had Stockton and Peyton. The 2000s with Nash and Kidd. But this era is deep. You got Curry, Lillard, Doncic, Morant, and, of course, CP3 is still going.
To the middle. The kick out to Irving. Doncic passes to MP. Jones against Irving. Doncic right side. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. And a moment now to check out who the Pelicans have coming up. On Friday, they'll face off against DeAndre Jordan and the Denver Nuggets. Then on Saturday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Trey Murphy's checked in for Brandon Ingram. And it's Jose Alvarado in for McCollum. And then for Dallas, Maxi Kleber comes in for Dwight Powell. And Josh Green subbed in for Hardaway.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Pass to MP. Back to Irving. Doncic kicks to MP. The 11-footer. Irving can't get it to go. Pelicans trailed by 19. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Green's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Takes it from 10. No good from Irving. The Pelicans shooting down near the 40% mark since after. They've been slow getting going. And the dunk by Zeller.
Well, you can't allow Zeller to get established like that. I mean, that kind of position, he's going to dunk it easily.
Irving dishes to MP. Kleber with the bucket. Kleber's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
Dallas making a switch here. Hardy's checked in. Zeller finds Jones. And stolen by MP. And Green slams it in.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. The Pelicans have a lot of weapons offensively, but there seem to be enough touches to go around. Coach Willie Green said there's a trust factor. All those guys, they go out and trust each other. It might be one guy's night in this game. It might be someone else in the next game. They always just want to make the right play. Kevin?
Yep. Thanks, CA. Good stuff. Curry's checked in for the Mavericks. Left side, Jones. And it's blocked. They recover it, and they'll keep possession. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. Clock at 2. Alvarado.
Nice hustle that time from Seth Curry. Doing a nice job there challenging the shot.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
To the paint, here's Nance. And the rejection by MP. Curry passes to MP. And the dunk by MP.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
The pass to Nance. It's tipped. Covered by MP. Fires from way outside. Green with the rebound. Green's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's MP. And the dunk by MP.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balance. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. MP's really making a difference here.
And he continues to burn them with his scoring. The coaching staff's going to have to come up with a different approach defensively.
Grant Williams is checked in for MP.
Grant Williams.
Now that we have the chance to show you the teams in the top of the NBA in steals this year. Fifth on the list, the Pelicans.
You can't get careless with the basketball against this group. I mean, they'll pick your pocket, and no surprise to see them in the upper echelon as far as steals.
Bounce pass from Zeller.
In the third. 2 minutes.
Alvarado finds Zeller. Guarded by Green. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. He has 6. Substitution here for New Orleans. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Zeller. Ingram comes in for Trey Murphy. Daniels, he's checked in for Herbert Jones. And McCollum subbed in for Jose Alvarado. Here's MP. Irving dishes to MP. Inside. Shot clock at 5. Powell. That's good. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. You've got Nance. Daniels out there with McCollum. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Ingram in its small forward. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
And how about the awareness from Valanciunas? He read the pick and roll coverage there beautifully.
Doncic against McCollum. Doncic passes to Powell. Takes it off the glass.
He does a nice job keeping the ball high inside when his shot is being challenged, and for that you got to give Powell credit.
McCollum looking it over with the drive. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. McCollum's got 22.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
Valanciunas against Powell. At the elbow, it's MP. And it's Dallas with another.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
New Orleans has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Here's Ingram. The Mavericks pull it in.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Powell gets in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
McCollum against Doncic. It's Ingram on the wing. And with the new CBA, Greg, free agent conversations can start basically the day the NBA Finals conclude. Do you like that move?
I think it's good to have rules that teams will actually follow. In the past, it was July 1st, and let's be honest, teams were talking to players well before that.
Doncic against McCollum. Valanciunas with the ball. Pass to Daniels. 5 on the clock. And the rejection by MP. And here's Ingram from the arc. The Pelicans get another chance here. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Irving against McCollum. Here's Doncic. Powell trying to free himself up. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Personal foul.
And the Mavs consult Luka before any major move now. Rare for a player so young to have that much say.
Yeah, you know, I don't know how much I agree with that, but given Luka's stardom and in the day and age we're in, he is Dallas going forward. And to some degree, I think perhaps he has earned the right to have a...
So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying...
That might have been the most complete effort we've seen from you guys so far. What was the key to your win tonight?
That's just a good team win. You know, it comes from everyone on this team coming together and giving maximum effort for 48 minutes. That's it. You know, you can't take a single game for granted in this league. You know, all these guys are pros. You know, anyone on any given night can give you 30.
Man, no one looked like they was going to drop 30 on you tonight. The way you was playing on defense. How did you rack up so many rejections, though?
I mean, that's just effort, man. You know, we refuse to be intimidated or punked on defense. And we hang our hat on making it hard for cats to score against us. I mean, that means everyone stepped up and challenged shooters, and we had success.
You sure did. Thanks, man.
Appreciate it.